YouTube, and welcome to another video, and welcome to my channel, The Art of Perfumery. And today I'm going to bring you the full review of a fragrance that I recently came across, which is Baldessarini Ultimate, that comes in this beautiful presentation, comes in this very good looking and robust and well built bottle. As you can see, this is the 50 ml version. The bottle is very heavy. It feels, like I said, robust and feels premium in the hand. The cap, as you can see, is also very heavy. It's made with metal and it locks in place, allowing you to hold the bottle by the cap securely. Very nice presentation indeed. You might know this fragrance if you ever browsing around and you saw this fragrance. You might know this fragrance as Hugo Boss Baldessarini. That's because the brand Hugo Boss owned Baldessarini 1. So Baldessarini was actually under Hugo Boss umbrella. But in 2011, the company Maurer & Werth actually bought Baldessarini. So Baldessarini actually belongs to Maurer & Werth now, the company that owns 4711 and its flankers. Okay, this is as far as the presentation goes, which is very nice. Let's go now to the notes. At the top we have pink pepper, mandarin orange and bergamot. In the middle we have magnolia, freesia and jasmine. And finally at the bottom we have leather, amber, patchouli and labdanum. So now I'm gonna apply the fragrance, so keep an eye on the distribution to see how it works, which is not very nice. It doesn't spray a lot of juice, but it sprays enough. So the spray is actually good. It's not great, but it's good. Okay. This fragrance has a very nice opening indeed. The fragrance opens very sharp and also fruity with a mix of bergamot and orange. But I have to say the orange is definitely the main note in this opening. It opens with a ton of orange. It opens with a very juicy and sweet and zesty orange. And like I said, the orange is the main player in this opening. But now I'm gonna dare to say that the orange is the main player in this entire composition. Why is that? Because the orange on this fragrance is a very persistent orange, and it's going to last throughout the entire lifetime of this composition. I get this orange from the moment I apply this fragrance until the very end of its life. It's a very orangey fragrance. So in order for you to like this fragrance, you have to like orange-based fragrances, because this has a ton of orange. The opening of this fragrance also reminds me a bit of the opening of Terre d'Hermès, exactly because of that juicy and ripe orange that both fragrances have. And the main difference is Terre d'Hermès has a very dirty vetiver, so it's going to follow that dirty vetiver path, while this fragrance is going to follow more like resins, leather and also incense. I get a lot of resins, leather and incense on this fragrance. I also get a boozy vibe as well. It opens with a bit of a boozy, sweet vibe, which is really nice. And that's probably because of the mix of fruit, resins and also incense, which reminds me another fragrance, which is Michael Kors for men as well. There is also a sweet and boozy fragrance that also has fruit, resins and also incense, which is really nice as well. But I prefer this one. A few minutes later, the leather comes to the surface, and I absolutely love what the leather does to this fragrance. The leather on this fragrance is not very animalic, it's not very loud, but it's a bit animalic. That's why I like this fragrance, because you get this slightly animalic vibe from this leather. You don't get this from a distance, so don't worry, people won't get this animalic vibe, but when you smell it very close to your skin, you get this animalic, slightly skunky vibe that comes from this leather, which is really nice. And I think the leather on this fragrance is so important, because this is a fruity and sweet scent, and the leather actually holds this fragrance on a kind of a sober, upscale, sophisticated realm. Without this leather, this fragrance would be more like a teenage-ish, childish fragrance, which I don't like. And the leather actually holds this fragrance in this sober, upscale and refined realm, which make this fragrance actually an upscale scent to my nose. This is really nice. When I said on my unboxing and first impression, I'm gonna say this again now, this fragrance actually it would suit very well a profile like Daniel Craig 007 or James Bond, as you will, because this fragrance is actually very nice. It's not gonna grab people's attention. It's not a very loud fragrance, but I believe that people that are going to like this fragrance, they're not willing to grab attention actually, because I believe that they already have enough attention for themselves, which is really nice as well. So this is a perfect fragrance for that kind of profile, a profile of a strong, masculine, sophisticated, and also refined man, which is a profile that will suit perfectly profile like Daniel Craig, James Bond. And a few minutes later, the patchouli, I can't forget the patchouli. The patchouli jumped to the surface and joined this leather. And finally, the fragrance now is this orange. Like I said, the orange is gonna last throughout the lifetime of this fragrance. The fragrance is now this sweet and resinous orange with a subtle yet masculine, yet sophisticated vibe that comes from the mix leather and now patchouli, that throws a bit of dirt in this composition, which is really nice, and also brings some class and brings some refinement to the composition. All of that with a hint, with a touch of incense. This is not a very incensey fragrance, but I get this incensey vibe throughout the lifetime of this fragrance as well. I love this fragrance because this is a very well blended and also a very well balanced scent. When I say very well balanced, because this is not too loud, it's not too sweet, it's not too dirty, it's just perfect. And finally, the fragrance ends its life very woody with this combo leather and also patchouli, and also slightly sweet and powdery with a mix of orange and resins. As the fragrance develops, this combo resins and also orange, and also the combo leather and patchouli jump to the surface, and this thing will get really beautiful. Very sober yet refined, very masculine, beautiful composition. Okay, this was my review. Now we're going for the ratings of Baldessarini Ultimate. And these are my ratings for Baldessarini Ultimate. We start with the presentation, and the question is, what not to like about this presentation? The bottle is very robust, it feels very premium in the hand, it's very heavy. The cap is also made with metal and it locks in place, allowing you to hold the bottle by the cap. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. We go now for weather. What is the best weather to wear this fragrance? This is a jack of all trades. You can wear this in any weather, but I would say if you live in a very cold country, in a very severe weather like I do here in Ireland, it could be a bit shy on a very severe winter. In that case, I'd say summer, fall, and also spring. We go now for occasions. What is the best occasion for this scent? Again, this is very versatile. You can wear this from a very casual scenario up to a very formal scenario. This is perfect because it doesn't jump out of your skin. It's perfect for dating. It's also perfect for work. It's perfect for the kind of scenarios that you don't want the fragrance to jump out of your skin. Like if you go to the movies, it's perfect. If you go to restaurants, this kind of scenarios. We go now for performance. How does this thing perform? This thing projects for 1 hour out of my skin, and this thing actually lasts for 5 to 6 hours. So it's very close to your skin. It's not gonna jump out of your skin, which are really nice because most of my fragrances are beast mode, so I need fragrances like this as well. And finally, we go now for smell. How does this thing smell? What is my note for smell? I love this fragrance. I love this combination of orange, leather, incense, and resins. That's why I'm gonna give a 9 out of 10. This is a beautiful scent. There you go, guys. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you like my content, if you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe for more videos and for more content. If you don't know me, I am Mark Lacerda, and I see you in the next video.